Hello, this is Knuckles number 20. Yeah, it's been 20 issues of this shit. Let's get this crap over with. We got the funniest cover ever where they just look at Knuckles, like analyzing him. Like they don't already know this. These guys are basically fucking useless. All they do is sit in chairs and watch shit. You know how useless that is? They don't do anything. They think they're important, but they don't do anything other than sit in their asses. You know what I mean? The past! What do you think you're doing, Laura? What does it look like? Looks pretty serious. Care to discuss it? I've tried talking to you, Locke, but you didn't listen. What about Knuckles? He's going with me. You think I'd let him stay with you? What kind of child is that for him? I don't want you to leave, Laura, but I can't force you to stay. As for the boy, you know his obligation before we were reunited. Whether you like it or not, he stays. The present. You're always having to have your own way, Glock. You haven't changed a bit. You're so wrong, Laura. In fact, I wonder if you ever really knew me. Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. Why do you kiss her? That's the real question. They're not together anymore, and she's getting engaged, so he's a fucking he's an asshole. Fuck Locke. As Locke and Lurley discover, they have a lot to talk about. And so on the dwellings, a compromised part of the royal compound used by the Royal House Acorn Commander Joffrey St. John and his elite squad have been met by the estate's caretakers, Miss Sumsbury and her husband, a gruff bulldog known as the Colonel. Or Colonel. Every time it's Colonel, I know that, but every time I read it's not spelled Colonel. English names suck sometimes. How are ya? My name is Elias. I think I take it everything's all right. Nana is introduced of this character. Introduced for the comic. Pretty much all the other Sally and her dad are actually created for a Sadiam TV show. We didn't know that. And yeah, this character was created by Ken Penner for the comic. Now it seems kind of dumb to add a brother because what's the point, really? But he's actually not a bad character as we get later on. He's actually one of the better Archie exclusive characters. Yeah, you wouldn't think Sally's brother would be a good character, but he is. Well, let's get into the comic. Oh, yes, the area has been shaken a bit by the commander's unexpected arrival. Now that anyone ever tell you you're the spitting image of the King Aegon? You know my father? He's alive? Father, His Royal Highness. Instead of what about his son? We're here to learn what became of the Queen. And I'll put back one way or another. You've a lot of convincing to do for me to buy a story, mate. I've seen too much to set anything on faith alone. The what is the true heir to the House Eagle, Commander? Of that you can be certain. Begging your pardon, Colonel? If I need more than your word as of his, I need absolute proof, even factoring in all the hardships Aegon has endured over the years. I can accept the premise of a father forgetting he has a son somewhere. I don't believe my father would either. You are most likely his instrument, sent here to divine fact from the fiction, no matter what's the outcome. Which leaves you on a top corner, kid. Maybe not, Commander, since the weather is not hospitable for travel this night. Let's all get a good night's rest, and come the morning, I'll take you to Haven. At day 2. Well, we're almost at the site where the last triangulated the distress signals. When we arrive, Guardian, you'll wait here until my men and I have secured the area. I have a better idea, Constable. You and your troops can stay on board and twiddle your thumbs for all I care, while I go before that crap to see if my mother is alive and well. Please, Guardian, be reasonable. You could be walking into a trap. Listen to him, Knuckles. At the very least, you might not be fine. No sign of any footsteps leading out. Yeah, like I would find any in this weather. Mom! Mom! Are you here? It's me, Knuckles! Nobody's here, but that's impossible. Where the flying eye could Mom have gone? Where? You still can't bring yourself to cut me any slack, can you, Laura? Especially not you, Locke, not after the way you left. The way I left? I'm taking the boy back to the floating island. It's time I begin his training. Whatever for, everything Knuckles knows and loves is here. From what I recall of our history, the floating island is nothing more than a desolate wasteland. Not any longer. My forefathers have worked long and hard to reclaim the land. And Now, I need to immerse Knuckles in his new duties of preserving that which has been restored. For I have been called to Haven. Haven? I don't understand. There are outside forces possessed to conquer and destroy Laura, and I need to help secure the safety of the kingdoms everywhere. I can't do my part until I've made certain our son can do his. What or where is this Haven? Why don't you tell me for any of this before? We're just about on the edge of the Forbidden Zone. I should be locking onto the Guiding Beacon in the next few seconds. Something's wrong. I'm not receiving anything. Are you certain? Maybe the Withers is creating the interference. If that's so, it's like no storm I've ever experienced. That's a neat piece of joy you have there, lights up and everything. What? Oh, Commander, you startled me. Guilty conscience. Oh, the nervous type. What's that you're holding? This is a homing rod. Father gave it to Mother before you sent her away, just in case. Just in case of what? In case something happened to Mother, I would be able to call for help. Mind if I have a look? You don't trust me, Commander, do you? I'd probably be lying if I said I did. However, I've seen enough royal objects to know this is the real deal. Where'd you get it? An Echidna named Saber gave it to me. As to where he got it from, your guess is as good as mine. Say, that smells like Miss Somebody's Argalian tea. I'll bet you the Colonel's up as well. And I'd wager he'd have an educated guess or two. I told you I thought I heard voices, Father. Come on in, boys, and pull up a sheet. Now that's what I call hospitality. A place to relax while enjoying some excellent home cooking. What's that you have there, Commander? This piece of metal. Colonel, you tell me. By the stars. You know, don't you, Colonel? King Ankor's memory might be a bit spotty these days, but you were among the Queen's gunmen on the last mission. Yes, I thought I could finally bury my past until you came. At first, I thought you were a ghost until I remembered seeing your father saying goodbye to you as we readied the escape craft for Queen Alicia. He was your father's right-hand man back then, so it was only natural he turned to me when a special matter needed attending to. Colonel, we need a pod prepared to transport Princess Elias with us. With the Prince Commander, she's with Rosie at Natal. Even though the existence of the Prince and Princess is a classified wartime state secret, this craft is already a big enough target with the Queen and Prince aboard. Should anything happen, I don't want the fall of the House of Acorn laid on my tombstone. Despite this desperate situation, we managed to be airborne less than 30 minutes after King Acorn gave the order. Hold on tight, everyone. Next stop, the floating island. Will be more comfortable once we reach the royal compound of Queen Alicia. I'm fine, Commander. Really, I am. Comfort is the last thing in my mind. We we have just about made it. It's our destination without incident when it has 7 minutes to touchdown. What the fuck? We're here to secure the Queen and the Prince. Elias, I must get to Elias. We're taking care of him, Your Majesty. Your safety is our primary concern as well. After securing the young prince, scrambled to the cockpit. What's going on, Commander? Overlander, attack! They were using the island as cover. But how? Before any more could be said, the attackers laid a direct hit to the ship's engine, causing it to land somewhere in the dense forest of the island. My king, I found wreckage scattered everywhere as far as the eye could see. Commander, Queen Alicia, can anyone hear me? I never found even a trace of anyone after that. It wasn't until years later I discovered Elias wandering outside the compound. Naturally, I'm suspicious. How do I know you're who you claim you are? Other than my family, only the Queen's guardsmen would recognize the mark I bear. What's the clinch, eh? Beyond question, I knew then it was Elias. I just didn't know how. What about you? Well, Prince, how did you survive all those years before? Even a word would never reveal their secret. However, if you and your people will come with me, I will take you to where they left me, and let them decide what they wish to tell you. They call themselves the Brotherhood. We have a lift off, of course, is laid on coordinates provided by the Guardian. Very good. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How could my mother just appear in the middle of a snowstorm? This is the floating island. Lots of strange things happen here. I have a better answer. Very funny. Not offhand, no. Me? Whatever gave you that idea? But I'm getting betting you do. I don't know, mate. It's a feeling you're withholding something every time you talk. I talk to you. Like knowing mother took off for the forbidden zone, for instance. Small things like that. Hi! Meanwhile, the weather's getting wilder by the minute. We're going from a snow blizzard to a torrential rainfall. What next? I see you still haven't studied the tomes. Years ago, as a child, my parents made me. Fire still gets on my case about it every now and then. Why? Scripture has it that the cleansing process occurs in nature every so often. The tome is referred to as a day of fury. And you believe what is happening as a prophecy come true? Yes, I do. You're like a famous one of the many reasons I came out here looking for you. I can hardly wait to hear the rest. Hold on, I'm picking up the signal on the scanner. Most unusual. We'd better check this out. Look, I don't care all this way to go adventuring for you. Then why'd you come? I can discuss our son. The lousy job he did as a parent. While my first inclination is to disagree vehemently with you, I'm afraid I'll have to wait a little longer. Whatever for? Look ahead. I would say we have an emergency on our hands. Hang on, everyone. I think the cavalry has arrived. I told you they would not forsake us, Commander, even as our journey grew more treacherous. As long as I held the rod, I knew we had nothing to fear. Pardon me if I continue playing the skeptic. But we're not on the soup yet. Ugh, my head. Julie Sue! He's out cold. Seems everyone else. Might as well go outside and see how bad the damage is. Yeah, the rain's making a mess of the snow. Wait a minute. I know where we are. This is where my father left me when he went. Who knows where? He just kept walking and on until, oh boy, where am I? You don't want to miss the next issue of Astonishing Conclusion. Hey, it's only 30 days, give or take. Yeah, that's the end of the issue. And here's the beautiful fan art. Oh boy. Thank you for watching. Have a swell day.